former world champion and Le Mans winner Hans-Joachim Stuck takes on South Africa's top drivers. Stuck will be behind the wheel of the new Audi Quattro SP4 in its South African debut. Action and drama in practice for the penultimate race in the Wesbank Challenge, and Chris Aberdeen takes pole position. A record crowd at the Killarney circuit in Cape Town treated to incidents and action galore. Welcome to the fairest cape of them all, with majestic Table Mountain providing a regal backdrop to the Killarney race circuit, home of the Western Province Motor Club and some of the most vociferous race fans in South Africa. We have a record crowd at Killarney for the penultimate round of the Wesbank Challenge, with German ace Hans-Joachim Stuck behind the wheel of the new Audi Quattro SP4 GTO, adding spice to the occasion. Aberdeen takes pole with Morgenrud alongside him. Stuck is third, with Sarel van der Merwe fourth, after his times on the new set of tyres were scrapped. With the cars out on their warm-up lap for Heat 1, let's listen to what some of the drivers have to say.
For me, it's nice to come to South Africa. It's a nice place to be here, to spend racing here, to see all the fans, having a poster made up, welcome Hans. It's like at home. It's fantastic. Makes it nice to be here. Gives you a good feeling.
I go really well here. The car goes well. I think the two hairpins suit the four-wheel drive system. Beginning of the year, we got pole position and won the first heat. We had engine failure in the second heat, but yeah, it always seems to go very well here. I hope we can do it again today. I'd like 2 wins today.
A full field of cars comes streaming down the Killarney back straight. With all the cars running on racing slicks, the drivers are weaving from side to side to warm up the tyres to optimum operating temperature. And it's now that the old adrenaline really starts to pump. Up towards the start line, and we're going to get a bird's eye view of the start from the race cam mounted on the back of Chris Aberdeen's Bosel Audi. As the man on pole position, Aberdeen controls the pace as they approach the start line and waits for the green light. Aberdeen is out in front of Hans Stuck in the new Audi. Ben Morgenrud is slotted into third. Sarel van der Merwe is fourth, with Mike Briggs forced to take the long way around Holzhoek. The rest of the field is safely through holes, and the chase is on, with Aberdeen leading Stuck. Morgenrud is third in the Mazda, with van der Merwe fourth in the Sasol Ford Cougar, and Terry Moss fifth in the Rothmans Audi. Into Volkswagen corner they go for the first time, with the Class B cars coming into the picture. The order up front is unchanged, with Dion Joubert leading Larry Wolford and Johan Coetzee in the Class B battle. We are halfway into lap 1, and already the Class A cars have opened a big gap over the smaller capacity classes. Down the main straight they come at around 260 kilometers an hour, and Stuck is going to have a look at getting past Aberdeen under braking for Stanek. Some great pictures from Aberdeen's race cam. Across the line go the leaders for the start of lap 2. Aberdeen leads Stuck, Morgenrud is still third, and van der Merwe fourth and Moss fifth. Stuck is determined to let Aberdeen know just where he is, with the former world sports car champion starting to pile on the pressure. Stuck was having another look down the inside, but Aberdeen held his line. Up front, things are starting to happen, with Stuck making another move on the inside at Stanek. Great action from the race cam, and it looks as though Stuck is through this time, and we have a new race leader. Aberdeen is forced out wide, and Ben Morgenrud is also putting in a challenge. World sports car champion in 1985, twice a winner at Le Mans, and former German touring car champion, is a record that says it all for Hans-Joachim Stuck. There are some anxious faces in the Ben Morgenrud pits, with Stuck still out in front and being chased by Chris Aberdeen, Morgenrud and Terry Moss. We seem to have lost Sarel van der Merwe and the Sasol Ford Cougar, and there are also anxious faces in the Ford pits. The Sasol Ford is stopped out on the circuit, and the exuberant Cape fans are giving a distinctly unhappy Supervan a roasting as he walks towards the pits. Up front, there has been a change in the order. It is now Audi 1, 2 and 3, with Hans Stuck leading from Chris Aberdeen and Terry Moss. Ben Morgenrud is back to fourth in the Mazda. Back to the race cam on Chris Aberdeen's car as he muscles his way past Dave Repsold in Holzhoek. just look at the speed differential between the Class A supercars and the Class C runners. Behind Aberdeen, a fired-up Terry Moss is looking to challenge for second place. Terry Moss is climbing all over Chris Aberdeen. Moss won second place from his teammate and has the bit between his teeth as they head up towards Volkswagen corner. The charge is on as we go back to the race cam, and Moss has hit a back marker. Off goes Terry Moss in the Rothmans Audi. We have drama with Moss into the dirt after whacking into Neil Dunnicliffe's Golf. Back onto the circuit he comes, and Moss is underway again, but the Audi suspension looks to be damaged. Drama for the Audi camp, but out in front Hans Stuck is still our race leader and coming into Stanley corner for the last time. Hans Stuck will give the new Audi Quattro SP4 GTO a win first time out. Chris Aberdeen is second in the Bosel Audi and Ben Morgenrud third in the Mazda 323. Jubilation from the Audi mechanics with a 1-2 triumph and a debut win for Hans Stuck and the Quattro SP4 GTO. Ben Morgenrud is third with Terry Moss managing to limp home fourth ahead of Class B winner Johan Kutsia. Championship leader Dion Jabert is second in Class B with Serge Damso taking the Class C honours ahead of Dave Repsol.